Hey, you guys asked me to make a video, so I'm gonna make a little short video. We'll have some fun with it. I kind of enjoy going over gear and stuff, so we'll kind of go over some gear. And keep in mind, first things first, this is my stuff, so this might not work for you. And you can bring whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Just think outside the box. Think, how can I save space? How can I save weight? How can I be efficient? What item do I have that can serve both purposes? What do I really need? So 2 nights. We'll be out there for 2 nights. I might stay another night, depending on if we have church or not. I'm kind of a weirdo. I like to go. I like to be out there as long as I can be, honestly. So, but keep in mind, this is my setup. You can have your own setup. You can do your own thing. You can get creative with food. So this is more of like to jog your memory of things to bring, since you guys probably have been camping before. So like jog your memory, and just for fun, because I like going over gear. And then jog your memory, and then give you some ideas of what you could do. So let's start over here. So first off, a light pair of hiking shoes is what I'm going to bring. This is my water system, my water filtration system. We'll be there by Lake Monroe, but we're not going to be by Lake Monroe right away. So you do need to have water on you to start. But when we get by Lake Monroe, these will be my dirty bags I'll pick up the lake water with, and I'll filter them into these with my VersaFlow filter. It's gravity feed. If you can find one of those, it doesn't have to be, first of all, you can get Sawyer. There's tons of brands out there. Walmart normally does Sawyer, pretty good pricing. But yeah, works great. They all work. Some just work faster. Some are slower, I got a high rated one just because I wanted to get a good one. So yeah, mine fits. You're gonna have to figure out what bottles fit with yours. Fiji waters, or this is Smart Water. They fit really well for most of these filters. So think about that. I have to do some Googling. This is a little kit that I have. It can be clipped onto my bag, but in here, put it out. In here is like scissors. This is a fire starter kit. This is a little sewing kit in case my hammock rips or my backpack strap rips or something. And I know I'm touching this thing, but don't be grossed out. This is my pooper scooper. So you got to poop out in the woods, you might want to bury it. So, but I cleaned it, don't worry. But that's my pooper scooper. I got antibacterial wipes, and then underneath are biodegradable wipe my, those kind of wipes. And so I bring both. The antibacterial really comes in handy when you're dealing with fish, so your hands aren't sticky for the rest of the day. This is my little first aid kit, electrical tape, Band-Aids, antibacterial stuff, blah, blah, blah. Some cheap fire starter sticks. I'm basically just bringing these because they work really well. The wood might be wet, and I have a ton of these. And so this is just a little pack that I made, and I want to get rid of them. So, this is my bathroom bag. Like, I just cut some toothbrushes down. And so 2 toothbrushes, then whatever travel size stuff. My cordage. So all this is 550 paracord except for the wax cord here. I have different uses for all of them. I'll do whatever. I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, you want to bring cordage. So you might want to set up a ridge line. This is my main ridge line. I normally hang up my backpack. I don't like any of my stuff on the ground. So I normally hang up my backpack with this one. This is my ridge line. This one I'll use for like drying out clothes, or hang up my shoes or whatever. These I'll hook onto my ridge line. I'll hook a flashlight to it, blah, blah, blah. Don't need to go into all that. I always bring flip-flops. I hate being stuck in hiking shoes. I would highly consider thinking about some camp shoes. 2 pairs of socks, 1 pair of boxers, 1 shirt, sleeping shorts, and I normally just stick with the same pants. Sleeping bag, hammock with a bug net, rain fly, which is rain tarp, basically goes over your hammock in case it starts to rain. This is my underquilt. So underquilt, I'm only going to bring that if it gets cold, or if the weather says it's going to be cold, this thing is amazing. So you're probably not going to be able to buy an underquilt super fast because this one was like $110 or 90 or something like that. I can't remember. But I'm only going to bring this if the weather looks like it's going to rain. So I'm not going to bring that. So this is subject to change. All of it's subject to change, honestly, because I might pick up a different hammock anyways. This is an inflatable pillow. I really like that thing. Power bank. Chargers, obviously. Phone charger, watch charger. I really like to track my miles. This is a charger for my headlamp. So a headlamp, this is probably going to be the only light I bring, to be honest. Big knife. I might bring this. I have a lot in the past. It works really well. So for getting firewood, it kind of takes the labor out of it. Small little multi-tool. This is to fillet a fish if I get one. This little mat, I put it either underneath my hammock so I don't have to step into dirt right away in the morning, or if I'm sitting and preparing food or something like that, I put that down on the ground so I don't have to get my butt dirty all the time. Favorite book. This is my fishing pole, the cheapest reel and rod that I have, because when you're out there, this is going to be hooked up to my backpack, so it's going to hit tree branches. It's, you know, you're going to be hiking with a fishing pole on you. You might as well just bring the cheap one because it's a good chance it might get wrecked. This is my fishing kit. It's actually an old binoculars bag. And then food. This is not all the food I'm bringing, obviously. I'm going to bring a lot more, not a lot more, but quite a bit more food. So the tuna is a great, quick, easy, high protein food. And if I'm telling you, I really got myself in a bad bind one time and hiked way too much, got so exhausted, I thought I was going to collapse, and I was reaching into my bag like emergency mode to figure out what I could eat to make sure that I don't pass out right where I was. So yeah, this is really quick and easy if you just need to sit down and stuff something in your mouth. Coffee. I'm only bringing enough coffee for me, okay? So y'all want to have some coffee, bring your own coffee, and I'll even help you make it. So this is my cooking setup. All this stuff goes into here. It's pretty sweet, actually. I'll show you sometimes. This is my collapsible funnel here. My filters here. Filters will go over in a collapsible funnel. So that thing just goes boop, like that, and it's awesome. This is my little cook stove. Cooks off of the butane can here, which will also fit in there. This is also too quick and easy, you know, just think quick and easy. Only problem with the cans is there's no place to throw them out, so you got to take them out with you. This is how I store my seasoning. So in here is salt and pepper. I just mixed it. I just take a pliers, clamp the end, take a lighter to it, and it seals. So I got to get lemon pepper and paprika or or however you say it. Yeah, some spicy thing. And then mosquito spray. Make sure you get 40% DEET, honestly. And that's a huge can, so if you can find a smaller can, that'll help you. But I gotta say this, rice. Rice is so easy to make. It's good filler. Oatmeal's such a nice thing to have in the morning. I'm telling you, it's just great to start off with a little easy bag of instant oatmeal. And then don't forget a utensil. So extra stuff. Oh, I'm gonna bring enough filters for everybody, so don't worry. But if you want to make your own coffee in any other way, by all means, you know. And if you think of anything, whatever. So extra stuff. You could bring a collapsible chair. This thing's pretty cool. It's a little heavy, so I probably won't be bringing it, but it sure is nice to have a place to sit down. You could bring a bigger butane tank, which I get a little paranoid about running out of butane. And I know we're gonna have a fire, but I'm telling you, when I set up my little cooking stove, this little cooking stove, it's like I go screw, and then it goes click, just like that. Boom, I got a fire, spread these out. I got something to set my thing on. Boom, I'm boiling water in about a minute, and y'all are still looking around for brush to get the fire going. So when I want to eat, I want to eat. So this is also optional. Caleb said he's going to bring some of these. So, I mean, they're pretty light, pretty collapsible. I've used it. It's just, it is kind of heavy, but I might bring it. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's my basic setup. Some of this is going to change. You know, depending if it's going to be colder out, I'll probably go down a bottle in water and not bring 3 bottles. But so, and I would consider fishing an extra item as well. Because, I mean, if you don't have a fishing license, one, you got to buy the license because there is DNR out there and it's just not worth the risk. 2, I mean, fishing is extra gear that you got to bring. So it's more weight in your backpack and it's more work. And, you know, you might be relaxed just well enough sitting in your hammock reading a book, you know. So, but the food is going to change, and I maybe give you an update thing on the food because the food's kind of tricky. You gotta be smart about what you bring with the food. So, yeah. Any questions, let me know. But over and out, I'm looking forward to it. I love going over gear, you guys. I'm a huge gear guy. I love gear. It's just fun. I love being prepared. That's my bag. So I might get a different one, but it's a 50 liter. Yeah, it's 50 liter bag. So it's kind of small, but it should fit all this. So I always hang this on the outside. That's why. But otherwise, all this fits in there. So cool.